Why did I design why did I choose fashion as my career? That's a good question. I really don't know. When I was 15 years old, I think I couldn't do anything else. I just wanted to start work, and the only thing I could think of was to make shirts, and that's the first thing that came to my head. And I did not have a business plan, as you're not supposed to have a business plan if you're an excited human being as I am. Just go ahead and do what you enjoy, and hopefully money will follow. Is my favorite part. What is my favorite part of being a fashion designer is being able to be the master of my own day. That's the key. Running my own business is really essential for me. For somebody like me, I like my day to kind of work with me rather than me having to work for the day type situation. Fashion gives me creativity, fashion gives me money, fashion gives me respect. एक PPI मैं एक चीज़ बनाता हूँ, which is प्यार, पैसा, इज्जत. And if I can get all three of them in the day by doing what I enjoy doing, I would not be doing anything else in my life. I don't know which particular designs you're talking about, but for me, inspiration comes from life. Sometimes the most obscure things as even death at times, but sometimes the most happy moments that I share with my children, sometimes the breeze, sometimes the ocean, sometimes the most essential inspiration for me has always been music and poetry. So मेरी personal choice ये रहती है, whatever I do has to base itself in something that is personally personal for me. It has to move me on an innate level. The only way I can define fashion is everything that everybody does and the way they do it. That for me is fashion for them in that particular moment in time. I think an undying passion for fashion, and also passion for fashion बोल दिया मैंने. Okay. But it is the most essential key to become semi-successful. You need to have an extreme, crazy love for fashion, and also because it gets so difficult before it gets easy, the only way to transgress from that hard times into the good times will only be with the passion and the love for the field that you've chosen. It's not just fashion, it could be running a magazine, it could be running a PR company, it could be anything that you want to do. It will only become successful, and you will only become successful once you cross that threshold. And the only way to cross that threshold is to be in love with what you do. My greatest strength, I've recently discovered, is to become happy at any given point in my life. I really have just tuned myself into becoming happy at any given point in time. With any dire situation, I have somehow acclimatized myself कि यार stress लेने से कोई solution solve नहीं हो जाती, कुछ नहीं होता. So I think my greatest strength nowadays is just being happy, and my greatest weakness is not being too sad at times when I'm supposed to be sad. I think मुझे लगता है ये weakness है, but I as a weakness I feel my passion for everything that I want to achieve becomes a weakness at times, because then I let go of the other opportunities that come my way. इधर ही बैठा हूँगा मैं 10 साल के बाद exactly इसी कुर्सी पे. No, I don't know. I've started living in the now. I've realized that हम लोग आज अपनी ज़िंदगी को sacrifice कर देते हैं into seeing something in the future that may or may not exist. Like I said, I'm in the now, I am happy, and that's where I want to be in 10 years as well. I want to be in the now and I want to be happy. I don't see the purpose of sacrificing today for a future that I don't know will exist. My personal style is blue jeans, white t-shirt, khatam ho gayi baat. It's literally as simple as that. That is me. Somehow this has always been me, but it's blue jeans, it's comfortable. It's what I feel like doing at that particular point in time. I would not like to put that in a dabba and say, okay, yeah, this is my sense of style is ultra stylish and Uber and this and that and yabba dabba do. It's just me. Whatever I am feeling, you will be able to see at that given point in time on me. How would I deal with an arrogant client? मुझसे ज़्यादा एरोगेंट अगर कोई हो तो मैं बहुत खुश होऊंगा उनसे मिलके, बट नहीं, मैं एरोगेंट नहीं हूँ। मैं एरोगेंस मुझे नहीं समझ आती लोगों में क्यों है। मेरे पास लकीली बहुत कम एरोगेंट क्लाइंट्स मैंने ज़िंदगी में डील किया है। अगर कोई actually I don't remember having to deal with an arrogant client, because the only way somebody becomes arrogant is when you are arrogant with them, or if they are not getting the right sort of treatment. And as a service provider, I think it is our job to make sure that every customer who comes into our stores feels comfortable, and if they don't feel comfortable, they will not be our customers. So I don't think there is an arrogant customer to begin with. There are arrogant people that you have to deal with, or if there are your customers, they're generally not arrogant, unless they generally, sometimes they might be really angry, but they're not really arrogant. Past and fashion trends. काश मुझे फैशन के बारे में कुछ पता होता। फैशन ट्रेंड्स का पॉइंट ये होता है कि पास्ट फ़र्क होते हैं, प्रेजेंट फ़र्क होंगे, फ्यूचर फ़र्क होंगे। दैट्स द होल प्रेमिस ऑफ अ ट्रेंड, इट गोज़ छक 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 छक। पास्ट में fashion for me is always about self discovery, not just of my own self, but it's also about for the customer, whoever is wearing my clothes. So I think whatever they are going through in their journey of life, I think that's the trend that I want to be a part of. It is for always, it has been about power dressing. It has for me always been about being comfortable and stylish at the same time. It is not about following a trend, but it is about following your heart, being yourself, expressing what you feel like without having to say anything. That's what I feel is fashion in the past for me, fashion today for me, and fashion in the future for me. It is always and always going to be about how my clothes make somebody feel.